NPK. We talked about that being another form
We
of
got to talk about it
for NHRA. And there was even some talk that is NPK going to be back? No Prep Kings, are they going to do a season 5? Which we thought
I don't
was
know how that was possible.
I don't know, but there was a lot of talk about that. And finally, we got the full schedule for 2022. I think it was released yesterday, right? We saw it, started seeing it pop up. So it looks like a handful of new tracks on there, but we see a lot of similarity to 2021 schedule. You want to run through that deal real quick?
Yeah,
Wes?
let's do it. Does anybody have it in front of them?
Let's see.
Hold on, it'll take 2 seconds. It's all over.
Yeah.
Were you surprised the schedule drop got? I really was. I mean, it just speaks, that deal has leveled up in a big way. The No Prep King series has taken on a life of its own. People can, say that we're jumping ship or whatever, we're on the bandwagon. But I mean, I think the whole industry can agree that deal went from a TV show and kind of reality TV that was happening and a good thing, no doubt about it. But it wasn't this central topic of conversation the way it has become in the last year. I mean, we saw that deal take on a whole new life in 2022.
Well, this is a good point too. Darth Sniper, Mike M. I like your name, dude. I tried getting a few people into drag racing. One thing that really hurts is that classes, times, types of racing are too varied and confusing to new people. This is a huge deal.
We talked about that a lot. Yeah.
We've talked about that a lot, but that's something that No Prep Kings addresses. All the cars are relatively similar. Well,
I got it, Wes. I already got loaded.
There are no times on the scoreboards. There's really not a lot to learn. It's just this car versus this car, this guy versus this guy or this gal. So that really simplifies it. And I think that's part of the attraction. And we had a conversation in one of our NPMC meetings earlier about finally someone maybe gets the financial wherewithal or the, whatever desire to go drag racing and rolls out there for the first time and maybe doesn't know how to do a burnout or stage or does any of the 200 ways to screw up a run in a drag race, or not even get the car staged. And we're picking on them, we're laughing at them, we're get off, back up. Can you could just see the starter.
So true.
Get the hell off my track or whatever. And so it's like we've got to have sort of a more welcoming entry level grassroots type of way to introduce these people to this racing and to make it more accessible. It's hard enough to get people to a drag race to begin with, and then you're going to run them off the very first time that they make a mistake or do something that isn't the proper way or the way that a professional would do it. So these sort of mainstream ways of racing, which I think No Prep Kings leads the way, is the way we get more people involved and don't run them off at first sight. So
whatever, Mike. Anyway,
to your point, Darth,
I agree.
Darth Sniper, Mike M.
Okay, here we go with the Street Outlaws No Prep King season, and we'll burn through this. We've got at least one of our guests in the green room. We're waiting on Justin Ashley, guys, so bear with us here. But Street Outlaws No Prep King season 5, my goodness, Palm Beach, Florida, from kicking off the season, the first weekend of April, it looks like. Palm Beach, Virginia. We're headed up to Maple Grove, New England Dragway, National Trail, Beach Bend, Brainerd International Raceway in Minnesota, Houston Raceway Park, Tulsa,
Bend,
Firebird.
Beach Bend and Brainerd are new, and Houston, are they not?
I believe so, yeah. I believe so. We also got Firebird in Tucson, Bandimere Speedway. That's always a big one for these guys and an interesting one going up there and racing at altitude. Summit Motorsports Park in Norwalk, another one of our DI Award nominees for Track of the Year. Rockingham Dragway out in your neck of the woods there, Mike. And right down here in my backyard, the Texas Motorplex outside of Dallas. This is going to be a really interesting thing, man. 15 races. We had heard rumor early in the season that maybe there would be more races in 2022. I'm actually quite thankful that there is not. I don't know about you guys, but I was genuinely concerned that this is one of those things that was going to grow too fast and not be able to support itself, not be able to sustain itself over the course of time.
Well, if you look at the schedule, if you look at the schedule, there aren't too many back-to-backs. I think they race every weekend in the month of June, but then none at all in July, I believe. I got to pull up my calendar again. But
I believe there's a break in there.
Yeah, so it's a little more racer friendly than maybe we were thinking we were going to see. So they had a lot of back-to-backs. They had a tight schedule last year. I think they got a late start and kind of had to throw some races in, and they even added some at the end of the season. So I really think this is actually going to be a little more racer friendly than we had initially thought.